Whenever you visit a theater, you will see safety features such as exit signs, multiple doors, and fire alarms. However, in 1903, they didn't have those sort of things. The lack of safety features contributed to the Iroquois Theater fire, making it one of the most important turning points for fire safety.
The Iroquois Theater fire is one of the most important turning points in history because it changed fire safety for modern-day theaters, raised people's awareness of fires and just how dangerous they are in large places, and led the whole nation to rethink fire safety for all buildings.
Before the fire, Chicago was a unionized city during the 1900s. Immigrants would come to the city to work in its factories and meatpacking plants. While some citizens struggled with poverty, others arrived in search of better paying jobs or employment opportunities. This period, known as the Progressive Era, was during the time from the 1890s to the 1910s and was set apart by political reform efforts aimed at getting rid of corruption, monopolies, waste, and inefficiency across the United States. The Iroquois Theater fire marked the second major fire in Chicago following the Great Chicago Fire of October 8, 1871.
It was just a normal day on December 30th, 1903. People were gathered to enjoy a musical play called Mr. Bluebeard. A lamp shortened and ignited a curtain, leading to a rapid spread of fire throughout the theater. As chaos happened, panicked individuals moved and stomped all over each other, causing some to fall and become trapped. The situation became worse when a door was opened, allowing a rush of air to intensify the flames. The devastating fire resulted in the loss of hundreds of lives, including many children. While the class of these victims remains unknown, it was widely believed that they were mostly from an upper class. The incident made significant advancements in theater security, fire safety, and overall safety measures. The fire claimed a total of 602 lives and left over 200 individuals with non-fatal injuries, with a huge number of these victims being children. This devastating event took the lives of hundreds of people and remained the world's deadliest single-building disaster until the events of September 11th, 2001, when the World Trade Center fell due to terrorist attacks.
Of the many survivors, Leila Hazel Coulter described her experiences to the Chicago Chronicle newspaper. She said this about the fire. The stairways leading to the balcony and gallery were crowded to their uttermost, and I saw several women, girls, and men hanging from the platforms by their hands. Before I could get away, I saw some of these fall into the alley. Smoke was pouring out from everywhere about the theater, and the alley becoming so thick with smoke, I ran towards State Street.
The short-term impact was Chicago was surprised about the sudden and devastating fire that engulfed the theater. Theater owners Harry J. Powers and Will J. Davis found themselves facing 575 charges of manslaughter. Mayor Carter Harrison attributed blame to the city council for the disaster and promptly halted all dance hall activities. Furthermore, he investigated the incident, temporarily shutting down theaters and stopping the use of arc lamps. Closing the buildings in Chicago for a limited amount of time was Harrison's way of saying, "Game over, boys." He also said these exact words about it. "I am tired of packing responsibility for this city. I will do it no longer. The city's ordinances shall be enforced. I will give the city council a chance to amend and revise them. If the alderman does not change the laws, they will be enforced as they are. I will close every building that does not conform. That means churches, factories, office buildings, and stores."
The long-term impact was that most buildings required the upgrading of fire and safety security measures. However, this upgrade was not limited to theaters alone. Fire security was enhanced across various facilities. The notable changes included the installation of exit signs, the making of push and pull doors, and the improvement of fire escapes in all buildings.
One significant result of this event was the creation of the panic bar, credited to Crowell, who lived from June 6, 1870 to May 30, 1949. The tragic loss of lives in the Iroquois theater fire was mainly caused by the fact that the doors opened inward rather than outward. The panic bar was widely accepted into many buildings, but was not required until 2006, when buildings that held 50 or more people had to install a panic bar.
In conclusion, the Iroquois theater fire was a tragic event that offered valuable lessons. It prompted significant advancements in construction and, most notably, overall safety measures. The fire served as a fundamental change in fire safety, leading to improved fire escapes and enhanced measures for the protection and evacuation of individuals. The Iroquois theater fire is one of the most important turning points in history because it changed fire safety for modern-day theaters, raised people's awareness of fires and just how dangerous they are in large places, and led the whole nation to rethink fire safety for all buildings.